Hi everyone, this is Luciano speaking, IRO of Méliuz, and I will make some comments on the notice to the market that we released today, April 5th, on Méliuz first quarter operational preview. First highlight goes to the total open accounts that throughout the first quarter reached 2.4 million new accounts open, which represents roughly 27,000 new accounts being opened per day on average. With that, we got to the end of this quarter with a total of 16.4 million accounts opened inside Méliuz, which represents an increase of 73% compared to those figures by the end of first quarter of last year. In terms of the last 12 months active users, we ended this first quarter with 7.1 million active users, which represents 226% above the figure observed by the end of the first quarter of last year, which was 2.1 million active users. Going forward, we have here some figures on the GMV originated to the marketplace partners, which by the end of this first quarter came to more than 800 million reais, up by 91% versus the first quarter of last year GMV. Also, considering the last 12-month GMV ended in this first quarter, we generated almost 3 billion reais as total GMV, an almost 60% hike compared to the last 12 months figures in the first quarter of last year, even though the GMV from the travel and leisure sector is still below figures presented during the first quarter. Also, when we talk about the financial services and specifically about the Méliuz card, we record 4.5 million application requests as of the end of this first quarter of this year, which is 19 times more than the figures that we had by the end of the first quarter of last year, which shows a strong increase in our card applications as we been presenting in the last quarters. Talking a little bit more about Méliuz Invoice, we keep seeing very strong results in this first quarter, especially reference the engagement of our user base with such product. When we see the number of users activating offers, we observe an increase of more than 100% in the numbers for the first quarter of this year compared to the numbers of the last quarter of last year. And also, those users activating offers activated more than 590,000 offers during this first quarter, which is almost 400% above the number of activated offers in the fourth quarter of last year. And not only that, this is a product that gave us access to very strategic data from the regular items being consumed by these users. So from all the invoices being sent by such users, we captured during the first quarter of 2021 more than 9 million SKUs, which is above 268% on the numbers that we captured during the fourth quarter of last year. And also, just a few remarks on the last comments here regarding the operational numbers for Méliuz. During the first quarter of this year, we increased the access to gift card sales in our user base, and we also launched mobile top-up inside our mobile app. And with that, we are proving our thesis that these services will help us improve the retention and engagement of our users. And one evidence of that is that in March only, users with access to these services purchased on average 2.1 gift cards, and those using the mobile top up did 1.5 mobile phone recharge during March. So that is very important because the idea behind such products is to really bring in more retention and increase the level of engagement of users. But not only that, on top of this result, we saw that by showing this product to another user base, we were able to convert these old clients, inactive clients, as they did the first purchase, consuming such products inside our ecosystem, which shows the importance of having a diversified portfolio of products and services to offer to our more than 16 million users. In the last part of the notice to the market, we have here some comments on Picoticom. And just as a reminder, Picoticom is a global coupon platform that we acquired by the end of February of this year. And Picoti will be our global brand from now on. And during 2020, they got a marketplace GMV of 1.1 billion reais and net revenues of 30 million reais. These numbers are the result of sales originated in more than 40 countries and from the strategy to promote merchants, campaigns, and discount coupons for more than 68 million user sessions, mostly organic traffic. Just for a comparison here, in the same period, Méliuz reached 56 million user sessions, around 11% below Picoti's traffic. Even though this lower traffic, Méliuz was able to generate a higher GMV and a higher net revenues, which is basically because we were able to successfully implement the strategy to convert visitors in recurring users by applying the cashback strategy in Brazil, in Méliuz. So with that said, Pico's strategy, as we presented during the announcement of this acquisition, is to replicate the well-successful Méliuz playbook in Brazil, leveraging on a scalable product with a global qualified audience from Picoticom. And the development of new products already started in the week after the acquisition. And from the first conversations that we have with the team from Picote, is that we expect the first stage of the cashback implementation to be executed by the end of September of this year, when we intend to launch it in a few selected markets, see how these markets react, and for those that we get more traction, we'll go and scale the product. So with that said, I ended up here the comments on the notice to the market, reminding everyone that not only this notice to the market, but all the communications being done by the company are available at our website at ri.melius.com.br and also at our channels in YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Thank you all and see you soon.